One, sort of the number of R&D personnel in public research institution, university, and industry. So this one is in GRI. This is all. There is a percentage. Even the total number is increasing. The share is decreasing, while the industry is the main dominant force. Next, in terms of the money they spend, so the GRI share has decreased significantly, and also the industry is spending the major amount, and also the universities, their activity, especially the last 10 years, has been increased a lot, and at the same time they start to produce very nice academic and the technical result. Okay. So this is the main reason why we should worry about, and this is sort of the basis of my suggestion exercise. I think that we have been, I mean, the Government Research, Government Support Research Institute has played a role as a leader in terms of the learning or improving. But we have been heard that the 21st century, you can say many different words, but because of digital convergence may be one of the main character. So I personally think that our technology convergence, that is, they got to continue their leading role in fusion technology as a ground or playground for the R&D corporations. But more than that, I think that this is a sort of a time we should worry about this issue, solve the national issues. So I don't know if the colleague here have been keen at what's happening in Korea when they are worrying about the nuclear waste and or the I think that they got to do, should have done that way from many years back, but we were not doing sufficiently or effectively. So, but I think that the Government Support Research Institute should carry on the R&D program to solve national issues, not necessarily on the industrial technological issues. So current agenda may be that fostering next growing engine, or the next growing engine for continuous economic growth. But in the future, or from now on, we got to be keen at the safety and security of the social structures and the energy, environment, and the aging society and health issue is obvious. The national agenda we should worry about, and I think that GRI should take that initiative role in this area. Next. Summary, I said that to be effective in that area, the idea is that we got to upgrade every aspect of R&D practices to the global standard, which we have been talking many years, but still not accomplished in every aspect. Especially the governance practices also got to be in that level, and from this issue, I think that the Korean scientists, engineers in the United States has a role in a way that they must be the person or the groups who are well trained or experienced in the global standard of governance of public organizations. Thank you.
Okay, let's thank to Dr. Kim once again for his informative talk. It's a very nice talk. Okay, let me introduce the next speaker, Professor Cha-Mo Park, President of Pohang University of Science and Technology, known as POSTECH. Professor Park has a really long list of careers and awards, and this makes my job very tough since I'm not supposed to spend too much time to shorten his talk. Fortunately, he's very well known to most of audiences. Thus, I may just focus on his careers and awards associated with his talk today. First of all, as he was recognized, currently is involved in a joint research project on virtual reality with the Pyongyang Informatics Center in North Korea. Okay, so due to his significant contributions, IT development, especially collaboration with North Korea, he received the Blue Stripes of Order of Service Merit from South Korea government last year. So he will present a talk today that you see over there on the Korean Conference on Science and Technology held in Pyongyang April this year. Let's welcome Professor Chang Park.
Thank you very much. Well, it is a great honor for me to speak here. I think this is my fourth or fifth attendance to KCST. No, I'm sorry, UKC. Okay, since my time is up, I would like to make it short. Okay, next please. I will talk a little bit about the background, then about the Korean Conference on Science and Technology, 2006, and its significance, then future prospects and the conclusion. Next please. Well, before KCST was being held in Pyongyang, we had some, inter-Korean conferences outside of Korea, like China and Japan. So the first one, let me show by the picture, okay. Next one, please. The first one was Modern Physics International Workshop being held at the MBN, and this was in 1990, July, and organized by the late Professor Kang Kyung-shi. And if you see next to the picture, you will see three persons. One from far left from United States, middle from North Korea, and far right from Seoul. And middle gentleman is Yeol Lee, who used to be, a student at the Seoul National University. And he was teacher of Professor Ko, the last one on the right side. And they met in 40 years. And it was really sensational in 1990. Far left is Min Gong-gi, probably some of you know him. Okay, next please. And this was conference in 1995. Matter of fact, beginning 1994, please. Okay, so this Korean Conference on Science and Technology 2006, this one, late Professor Ham In-young, the third president of KC, he really tried very hard, but he didn't succeed. So, more or less, I wanted to give all this credit of KCST to him. Anyway, in order to have this one, I had to build some trust with the DPRK North Korea. For example, in September of 2000, I went to Pyongyang for the first time and gave a seminar at the Teaneck University of Technology, so-called MIT of North Korea. And also I gave a seminar at the Pyongyang Informatics Center. Let me show, what is this point? Pyongyang Informatics Center. And then I started doing joint research on IT with the PIC since April of 2001. So let me show you by the pictures which I took. Next, please. So So there is a high possibility for holding KCSD every year. Matter of fact, the peaceful coexistence in Korean Peninsula is very important for peace and security of the world. Inter-Korean cooperation on IT, very active after the summit meeting. High possibility of serious, sustainable, and sustained and mutually beneficial collaborations in IT area. Short-term animation, digital, the cartoons and so on. Long-term standardization. Then teach the teachers program. That's what I'm trying to do. KCSD 2006 became cornerstone for inter-Korean SNT cooperation on Korean soil. Now here is the last one. Next, please. Now, in order to do collaboration, you have to build trust first, and then you have to be very patient. Normally, I'm not very patient, but when I work with North Korea, I become very patient. Otherwise, you cannot work with them. Revision of laws of regulations, such as the Barcelona Agreement, should be done, and the adoption of the internet by North Korea. This is something. North Korea still, they wouldn't adopt the internet. However, foreigners in Pyongyang, they can send email, they use internet. So I do emailing with those foreigners in Pyongyang through using yahoo.com, not, Pohang ID. And the initial investment then, develop winning model, so on. And really, post-PIC joint research is one of the success case. Next, please. So thank you very much.
Okay, next program is the KSCA Award presentation presided by Professor Nako Sung. As you know, that he is the former president of KSCA. And Professor Nako Sung got his PhD degree in material science and engineering from MIT in 1972. And he is currently professor and graduate program chair in chemical and biological engineering of Tufts University. So that today he will represent Honors and Award Committee of KSEA.
Thank you. On. Always a pleasure to give an award, and I'm the lucky one who does that. So, anyway, this is a celebration time for KSEA because we like to identify certain individual who made important contribution to KSEA. KSEA award was instituted in 1999 during 28th administration, and first award was conferred in 2002 by 30th administration. Since then, we identify the individual, and then award and honors committee select the recipient and recognize them annually. There are three areas of award. One is professional accomplishment. Second one is outstanding service to KSEA. And third one is entrepreneurship. Each year, a certain category may not be given depending on the candidates. And I'm pleased to announce this year that we have two recipients for KSEA Outstanding Service Award and one special award to one individual. So we will proceed with that. The first recipient is Dr. Gun-Suk Hyun. He's currently a president of Polymer Processing Institute in New Jersey. He got his PhD in 1966 from University of Missouri, And since then, he worked at Dow Chemical for 35 years, and rising through the rank to the senior fellow scientist before he took current job. Now, professionally, Dr. Hyun is internationally recognized expert in polymer processing industry and made a major contribution in SPE, Society of Plastics Engineers. It's not his professional accomplishment. Happy to announce Dr. Hyun, please come up here. And I'd like to have President Han to come up and let me read the award. KSEA Award, Certificate of Appreciation. Dr. Gun-Sub Hyun, Professor of the Polymer Processing Institute, in recognition of your outstanding contribution and lifetime exemplary service to Korean American Scientists and Engineers Association, August 12, 2006, 35th President Sung-Kwon. Service award is Dr. Hee-Woo Moon. He's, relatively speaking, a younger member of KSEA. He's currently a manager in Solar Turbine Incorporation, part of the Caterpillar Corporation. And he received a PhD in 1987 from Arizona State University. And in a very short time, he became recognized the expert in thermal management system, and recently elected as ASME, the American Societies for Mechanical Engineers, become a fellow. So again, he has an excellent record as an individual. So I read the award. KSEA Award, Certificate of Appreciation, Dr. Hee-Woo Moon, Solar Turbines Incorporated. In recognition of your outstanding contribution and exemplary service to the Korean American Scientists and Engineers Association, as a member of the 1.5 generation Korean American, August 12, 2006, 35th President Sung-Kwon. We also have a special appreciation award, and the recipient